in righteous order, man, under Yahweh Shai, under King David, and the 12, man. That's when the righteous gonna be, that's when it's gonna be all righteous. That's when Israel gonna have peace, man. You know? It's Isaiah. Isaiah 9. And 5. Isaiah 9 and 5. For every battle of the war is with confused noise, and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And so every battle of the war is with confused noise, because back in the ancient days, when they came to battle, they had to prepare for battle. You would hear swords being sharpened. You would hear swords being made by the blacksmiths, bringing the metal out the heat. You would hear them beating the metal into a fine instrument of war. You know, you would hear them practicing, be out practicing with their shields. They would prepare for war. And garments roll in blood. When they did go out and fight, right, they had many bloodshed, man, through those fighters with those swords, man, through hand-to-hand combat. I'm going to read that again. It says, for every battle is with confused noise. You will hear them screaming. When they charge it, you will hear the horses coming from miles away. You will hear the thump of the thunder, the thump on the ground when the horses will come into battle. You will hear that up to 3 or 4 miles away, easy. But this battle here, when they're preparing for this new battle, you hear the F-16s, the F-17s, and the F-20s cutting on. You hear them testing out the tanks. You hear the tanks cutting on. You hear the war plans and the strategic war plan in the war rooms. The generals and the top colonels are making plans. You see soldiers going around checking out all their gear to make sure it all works. You see the riggers testing their parachutes to see if they work. Because this battle here, it's going to be by thermonuclear destruction, man. The blood is going to be from these thermonuclear missiles. And the Lord is going to he's going to let it, the blood is going to be plentiful in this place, man. The fowls are going to be able to feast. The angels are going to call for the fowls to feast when the nuclear destruction happens. You know? Revelations 14. Revelations 14 and that's 16, Salaki. Revelations 14 and it says, I'll start at 17. It says, another angel came out of the temple of heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. A sickle is an instrument of reaping. The angels are the reapers, man. You know, when you reap your grapes, what do? You throw away the bad, you keep the good. Because they tell you in Matthew, the 25th chapter, they're going to come back to reap the elect. They're going to basically get the elect, and everybody else, hey, they're going to die, man. The angels going to be able to discern the elect from the wicked, the wheat and the tares. It says, another angel came out from the altar, had power over fire, and cried with a loud voice to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle and gather the cluster of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. So gather the elect, man. You know? It says, and the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of the Most High. So he's going to get the good grapes, and the bad ones are going to be cast into the wrath of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The bad clusters of grapes are the wicked in these other nations. Esau and these other nations. They're going to feel the wrath, and 2/3 of our own people. They're going to feel the wrath of these thermonuclear missiles, man. And it says, verse 20, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came out of the winepress even unto the horse's bridle. Now, if you see a horse with a bridle, a horse stands about this tall, the bridle's about this tall. So that's a metaphor. The Lord saying when the thermonuclear destruction hits, blood is going to be as high as a horse's bridle, about 6 feet. That's a metaphor, meaning there's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. And it says, by the space of 1,600 furlongs, man. You know, when you go into them furlongs, I think about 8 furlongs is a mile or something or such. You know? So you talking like, he's using a metaphor saying it's going to be somewhere like 200 miles of blood. 200 miles, that's up into the stratosphere. That's he's telling you it's going to be a lot of bloodshed, man. You know? The Lord is getting ready to shoot these missiles, man. And he ain't nobody going to be able to stop him either. This is 2nd Esdras. This is 2nd Esdras 16 and 1. It says, woe be unto Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Now these are other names for what? America, man. We know Egypt meaning bondage. And where are the bulk of the slaves down? The Israelites. We in bondage in America. You read in Exodus 20th chapter, it tells you that Egypt is bondage. So that's America. The other name for Babylon. Babel meaning confusion. And this is a place of confusion, America, man. It's backwards, man. They got poison water. People are drinking poison water. They're eating abominable poison foods in this place. The chemtrails are coming down daily, man. Breaking down their immune system. America's not a healthy place to be, you know. And it says, woe meaning destruction. So it's saying destruction be to America, man. It says, girt yourselves with cloth of sack, mourn and hair, clothes of sack and hair, bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. It says be sorry because the destruction at hand. So get ready to mourn the death of your children, because that's coming. Get ready to mourn the death of old women, men and children, man. Because the Lord, hey, if you're not exempt from judgment, the Lord is going to take you out. He don't care who you is, man. I'm going to read that. Edify that. Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. Ezekiel 9, verse 4. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, it says, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, right? And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. So when it say go through the midst of the city, it's saying go to our people. Go to the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, man. And it says, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done there in the midst thereof. It says set a mark, man. When you look that word mark up, it says put a mark meaning the Wa, right? That particular mark right there means that's the Wa. That means exempt from judgment, right? And it says, verse 5, and the others, he said, in my hearing, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eye spare, neither have ye pity. So the ones who don't have that exemption from that judgment, who don't have that tawah, he said, go through that city and smite them. Show them no mercy. And when he tell the angels that, believe me, they are not going to show mercy. If the Lord say don't show mercy, the angels are going to do what the Lord Yahweh say do, man. They're waiting to please him in any way they can. So he told them, go and spite. So the ones who are not exempt from judgment, they're going to face death, man. You know? It says, slay utterly old and young. Old and young. If Jake be around here, they see an old person cross the street carrying a bag, they want to help out. Thinking that's, you helping out by you helping an old woman carry a bag across the street. You doing your justice to society. Man, the Lord going to destroy her too. Or him if he old man. Because he could be an old fool. He going to destroy him also. It says, slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children. So little children going to get it too, man. Because y'all think it's so sad when little kids get taken out, but the Lord is doing it. He told you he the one that killed. The issues of death belong to him. So if you see little kids die, get mad at your house. But he say old and young, maids, little and women. It says, slay utterly old and young, both babes and little children and women, but come not near any man upon whom the mark is set. So whoever that mark of exemption is put on, he's telling the angels don't come near them. Basically like protect them. He says, and begin at my sanctuary. Sanctuary, what is Israel? That's why you see a lot of these people getting taken out. The Lord said, begin at my sanctuary, man. You know? Then they begin at the ancient men which were being before the house, man. So the Lord is telling you, check out old gonna be taken out, old men, women, children. You be like, oh, that's sad, they kill an old woman like that. No, man, the Lord sanctioned that hit. He's gonna sanction more hits, man, when it's coming destruction. You know? The Lord is getting ready to evaporate this place, man. And the nation of Israel is about to be put back on top, and we will rule, man. You know?